Hey everyone, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day this is, and whatever time frame you're viewing or listening, you are meant to be here. And this morning, I feel so thankful. Um, and yes, we're coming up on the Thanksgiving season, but it's not just that. I feel very grateful for the gifts that I have, but not just that. I feel very thankful that I have all of you, and I have this connection with my guides, with my divine creator, with God. And I feel a very strong connection to um, energies that have passed over, those loved ones that have passed over and are on the other, wherever they are in their journey. And I feel personally that when we are done here, this is not the end. It's the end for this plane for a little bit, maybe, but I feel like it is a transition to another part of that chapter for your soul's journey, because I do believe we are infinite as human beings. And I'm feeling so much connection this morning, support and love. Like I said, from our support group in the ethers, uh, our guides, our angels, our divine creator, our loved ones that have passed. I feel my son very strong this morning. Been really feeling him lately. Last few days, it's been, just very interesting energy coming in. And I feel like this is a time in our spiritual journey, a very sacred time for us to kind of reconnect with ourselves inwardly, with our higher self, with our inner voice, our dialogue, our light. And as I woke up very early this morning because I couldn't sleep, I was feeling so much a great desire. You know how when you really miss someone, or sometimes you just really need to hug your pet, your child, somebody, right? You just really feel that connection. And that's how I feel this morning with the energy for all of us. I feel like we are in some sort of period where we are really aching and desiring to be close to our spiritual energy, our divine creator, our angels, our guides, our just a very supportive, loving energy coming in. And it is Libra season, so this is a very sort of like air sign energy with this love. And I do feel like, because I do believe Venus rules the Libra sign, or the air signs, I do believe that energy is here, and it is very strong. I know I feel it very strong, and I know that for some of you, or whoever this applies to, you feel it very strong. So I want to see where this reading goes, but I do feel that there is some sort of need for a connection, to kind of connect with your tribe, your soul family, your group, whatever you want to call it. There is a connection that's needed, and it will happen because you feel, or are going to feel, but I feel like it's here. I feel like you're feeling very strong energy and desire for something close, to be close to you, and just kind of clutch it and hold it and appreciate whatever that is. I feel I feel very strong. Let me see what the energy cards say. Guys, before we get into this, take a moment to love yourself. What I find works for me sometimes is I put my hand on my heart and I can feel my heartbeat. I feel myself breathing. I feel my energy. I feel very connected. And take time to do that for a minute. Pause this. Take some breaths through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, your shoulders. Feel your hand on your heart, on your chest space, your heart space. And feel that heart beat. Because it's not just beating. It is connecting. It's connecting with you. Connecting with yourself, okay? I don't know. I just bear with me because whatever is here, it's coming through. And that's how this works. The messages come through. The energy comes through for support and love. And I'm going to do some energy cards. Again, last reading too. Temple Path, guys. The Temple Path. There is a sacred, it's a sacred time. For a lot of you, you're coming into this very special time when your soul's expanding. You're feeling, how do I say this? You can sense inklings of lighter energy coming in after maybe feeling or experiencing some heaviness in your energy, in yourself, in circumstances, whatever it is. The goddess of the moon pops out. And like I said, I feel a very compassionate energy, a very loving energy. I feel like this goddess of the moon and the temple card are very significant right now because I feel like whatever was hidden or whatever held you back is being released and the light is coming through to reveal maybe a new turn in your path or to light your path, to see, and not necessarily to reveal a scandal or something like that in your life, but maybe this light is lighter energy to help propel you forward. Some of you may have been feeling stuck, like, where do I go? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Maybe you're scared of moving on. I don't know. All I know is this energy is here, and the weight of the world in the darkness on your shoulders is no longer. It's that light energy coming in to move you on your path, to move you forward, to move you in the light, to the light, in the light of love. This message, it's hard to put into words because it's such a feeling, a strong feeling of connectivity, of togetherness, and not just thinking of Thanksgiving coming up. It's more a togetherness, a real togetherness of camaraderie and kind of the same energy as sharing that energy with someone else, like-mindedness, like spirit, likeness in spirit and energy. Things are looking up, okay? I feel like Archangel Michael's here to say, I told you, but sometimes you didn't listen. But it's okay because we waited patiently for you to embark on this journey wherever it is you're going. This journey, for some of you, you are taking a real trip, a real journey somewhere, but for some of you, this is a journey on your soul path, on your path forward, moving finally taking that step forward and moving, because I feel like the obstacles that were there are moving out of the way, and I feel like those obstacles moving out of the way are like nature, like that are what is the word I'm looking for? My mind is like, I'm hearing all kinds of things, so it's kind of, let me just, you know, speak as it comes, and bear with me if there are pauses, because I need to be able to articulate whatever it is that Spirit is bringing in right now. But I do feel that for some of you, there has been a waiting period, and it has been long. This card is really getting my attention, because I feel like there have been bouts of, I don't know if I want to say depression, but almost the feeling of I want to give up, or I feel so I can't get out of this funk, this sadness, this whatever, frustration. And I feel like it's happening, or has happened, with a lot of people, because there's so many changes happening. I see it all around me, and I sense and feel the frustration, the sadness, the just whatever it is, or whatever it was. And for myself, I've been in this weird place with my energy as well. I can feel and I can sense when something's shifting, when it's no longer tolerable. For instance, I was in kind of a funk for a little bit, feeling frustrated, feeling angry, feeling, you know, just disappointed with how things were going, you know, at where the place where I work and things like that. But I'm coming out of it. And yesterday it was weird, because I've been waking up almost every morning with that feeling of dread going to work, knowing that, is this the end? Am I done at my career? Should I move on? Whatever. But yesterday I woke up and I felt light energy. I felt this burning desire to be done with that feeling, and to just move forward, and to just embrace whatever it is that's supposed to be for me to embrace. Am I moving on? And am I moving on from something in anger? No, I don't want to. And my whole body, I just felt it. It was like, okay, done. I'm done with all of that. I'm ready to move forward with a positive attitude, for myself, with myself, and with my guidance, with the guidance from my divine creator, my guides, and the general energy from the universe. So I don't know if that's resonating with any of you, but I felt it, and I feel it very strongly this morning. It's a very strong sense of connectivity and justice for myself, within myself, and to myself. And I feel like it's not in anger, it's in love, self-love, and the love of my divine creator, my angels, my guides, to move me forward for what's best for me. And so what's interesting is, for a little while, I was really looking at jobs, like just really applying it. And then I had a realization yesterday, and it was, wait a minute, you're causing too much focus on, you know, the outcome. And yes, it's good to make those forward movements, but it's also important to realize that when the timing is right, you know, you'll know where to go, what to do, what steps to take. And so I've been feeling this lighter energy with more positivity, and not feeling as if, I'll just say, not feeling as if I owe somebody my undying loyalty, because I don't want to upset the apple cart or upset them. I'm talking work, right? So I feel as if we're kind of, however that applies to you in whatever area of your life, that's what I feel that energy is right now. It's like, okay, it's time to take care of me and to move on to, um, uh, in whatever way that is. Maybe my job will change at work. I don't know. Maybe for you, something will change and it's actually a blessing. Um, and so that's what I feel with this card, the Six of Air, this feeling of lightness now, moving on, moving forward, and not part of that message, the end of a difficult situation, is you're taking flight from the anguish, from the feeling of I'm stuck. Um, because somehow it feels like a light switch was turned on, or there was a releasing of something that has caused you to feel more positive and to not be afraid anymore of what's coming, where am I going, what am I doing. To constantly focus on that is taking away from, or maybe even blocking what's coming. So I kind of just put my hands in the air and I was like, I surrender. I know I'll know when the right one comes along. I don't need to reach out and apply for everything that's there. I need to connect and feel connected. And I will be honest with you, every job I applied for, I didn't feel the connection. I did not feel reading the job description. I don't know. I just have this thing where I can feel into that energy. It just wasn't for me. And I know that some of you are in a place now where you feel like, yeah, I'm destined for something greater, for myself, within myself, and for others, well, to help and for you to be on this healing path. Some of you, the reason why I said to others is because I feel like some of you are on this healing path of healing yourself, maybe from self-destruction, but now you're kind of seeing that light and moving on to better things for you. Okay. I do feel a healing, the healing energy of Archangel Raphael too. What's interesting is I went to pick up my cards, and I picked up this deck instead. The cards that I was thinking about, I picked up this deck instead, so I'm gonna use it because I feel like it is significant, and I did that for a reason. Because I do feel Archangel Raphael here to say, I am a master healer, and I do believe Archangel Raphael picks up on all the energies, within yourself that need healing, and it's like, spotlight on cleaning up the debris, so to speak. I don't know why, but a thought just popped in. When I go to the local grocery store, they have this machine that it's automated and it goes through the whole store and it beeps. And so whenever it detects a dirt or something on the floor, it kind of sweeps it up or does whatever it does and gets rid of it. And that's kind of what I saw just now, was like this feeling, of cleaning house. Okay. So Archangel Raphael says, listen, some of you are natural healers. Yeah. So there's healing work for you, within you, and like it's upon you. And I feel like Archangel Raphael, actually, I feel like this card is more significant to the healing within yourself. Naturally healing, okay? Naturally healing things from the past, from whatever's blocking you now. And I think subconsciously, and maybe your inner voice is you're subconsciously knowing that you have to clean up some things within your energy that are toxic and no longer needed. And I do feel like that is happening. It's a very significant spiritual time for everyone right now in some way, shape, or form. And I want to say rocks. For some reason, I'm seeing rocks and rock formations. So someone is creating and building. They're building blocks is what I'm hearing. Building blocks to better, cleaner, more... I'm hearing energy efficient. Energy efficient life. This is an interesting reading because I feel like whatever's coming in is kind of common sense, but it's also very effective is what I'm hearing too. So Archangel Raphael says, listen, yes is the answer. Yes. Please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. And so whatever that question is that you've been feeling, asking yourself or wondering, you know, I feel like some of you may be wondering, am I being guided to move into a more healing life path? For some of you, I feel like the healing has begun within yourself, but there's also some form of healing gift that you have that you're moving more into, okay? And trust yourself, trust that guidance, trust in you. And if there are naysayers, just let it be, because people always have that in that human nature. People always want to give their advice, and they're, telling you to be cautious and slow down and stop and turn this way, not that way. And people mean it because they care. They say those things because they care. In most cases, it's because they are concerned. But, I feel like for most of us, we don't need a babysitter. We don't need the crutches anymore, so to speak. We've grown so much, guys, if this applies to you. We have grown so much within ourselves and done so much inner work that we can stand on our own. Like when your child stands up on their own for the first time and you're right there to catch them. But you don't want to be too enabling because you want them to be able to take that first step on their own. And so I feel like that's what we are all going through. Why am I hearing teacher, teaching, school? I see a school, like a brick building. There's something with education, learning, or teaching. And I feel like some of you are going into some sort of energetic, you're going into a different environment. That's what feels right now. Some of you are going into some sort of, maybe you're going to be a speaker, a motivational speaker, a teacher. Maybe you're moving up. Maybe you're going to be a leader, a principal, a vice principal. I feel like this is a big move. And that's only one example of what's coming for you guys. But I do feel like some people are going to be not just affect someone's energy by your, how do I say this? Bear with me. I feel like you're needed to be physically around people, okay? For some of you, you could become a veterinarian or a trainer, a dog trainer, an animal trainer. I do see horses. I see dogs, cats. Could be some of you are on a farm, or you're going to be around nature more, because that's going to really escalate your energy. because it's wholesome. There's so many areas where everybody's like branching out and moving into different directions. And it's good for your soul. It is good. I feel like as we travel these lifetimes, the experiences that we encounter and absorb along the way are just more and more valuable as we travel through different lifetimes and different whatever we're doing, because it is your energy and yours alone, the experiences that you pick up, the experiences that you experience and learn from. And I do feel that this is an exciting time. I have been so worn out and tired from being kind of dragged into, not dragged into, but experiencing drama all around me. Anger, feelings of not pleasant feelings of my coworkers against other people at work, and just the whole thing. And it has worn me down so much that I actually have not had energy to even paint. And that's my passion. That's my greatest passion right now in life, that I can do for myself is painting. And I haven't done that in a couple weeks, and that's a lot for me. Usually I paint a little bit of something at least a couple times a week. I pick up on my whatever I was painting or whatever I'm doing. But I feel very, I was concerned about it because I'm like, oh, is this not part of my life anymore? Or automatically I go to the worrying, of course. But what it is it's that cumulative energy around you in whatever situation you are in that is, you're in much need of moving away from that. Some of you have, and you've moved on. You've made sacrifices because you've moved into a different career path that is more suitable for you. And God bless you, because I know some people that have gone through some sacrifices to move into this new career path. And I admire that, and I feel like that's going to bless you big time. Be a blessing. Blessings are coming in for that. Ooh, thank you. Yeah. Yep. Acceptance. Okay. So, Archangel Raphael. Please help me to accept everything that is in my path, coming my way, changing. Help me to accept the changes that are coming in, and to not fear, and to not doubt, and to not resist, because changes happen throughout our lifetimes always. In every aspect of our life, there's a change. Somehow, some way, there are changes. That's what propels our growth and educates us and gives us experience. I feel very strong sense of like it's playtime. I saw a playground, so I'm feeling like it's very much a time to have fun and celebrate and just let loose and let go of the worry. For a lot of you, there is issues with money, and you're focused on, when will I be wealthy? When will I stop being what you consider poor? But I feel like that keeps us from our blessings, is when we focus too much on those things, and when we focus only on all work, no play. And I'm feeling that a lot of us need to have fun. Okay, we all need to have some fun in our lives, and in order to blow off some steam, so to speak. And I feel like we're all in that place now where we need to reconnect with ourselves And I do feel like some of you might be taking a trip, and it could be that that trip is maybe a day trip. Maybe it's just what you need, okay? I was very disappointed because I was planning to take just a day trip today to go to one of my favorite places, and then I found out last minute that one of my coworkers is taking today, tomorrow, and Monday off, and I was like, ugh, I really wanted this day, but being that it is my responsibility to cover, I have to be there for now. And so I realized that taking this trip can be postponed, and that's okay. It can be. And maybe I had this strong desire to take this trip today because I really felt that need, but maybe the need to take that trip wasn't today. Maybe it's in the future. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's on the weekend. I don't know. All I know is I felt disappointed. But listen, when things happen and it derails our plans, it's usually a protective measure on the part of the universe, or it is just the timing isn't right. Maybe you're going to take some trip where, you're going to meet somebody who's going to become a great friend, or spiritual, the spiritual energy will be there to share with each other, those kinds of things. So I feel like I constantly have to be reminded too that, okay, don't feel as if everything is lost because you can't take that trip today. But I feel like acceptance is in order, right? And that my time will come to take that day trip that I want to do so bad. And I feel like that is coming soon for me. So I want to encourage you, and I feel like Spirit is here to encourage you to not give up and to have faith in whatever comes, and the magic of the universe is what I'm hearing here. The magic of the universe. Always remember, guys, that you are a miracle. Miracles happen because you are a miracle. Miracles attract miracles. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. This is from the Miracles Now deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Love her. If you ever get a chance, look her up. She's amazing. Inspirational affirmations. But I noticed that right away. The truest abundance is in yourself, within you. You can't get any truer than your own soul, okay? True abundance is an inside job. We're working on it, guys. We're all working on this spiritual journey, this intuitiveness, this looking at ourselves through clear lenses and moving forward. The energy should be getting lighter for you. Changes happen all the time. And if we live in fear of them, it makes things much harder when changes actually occur. These readings are highly intuitive. They're meant to be messages for you in some way, shape, or form. As I have said before, these messages and meetings of our energy, right, is spiritually guided. And I do my very best to protect this channel and to ask for protection over it and for all of you. As we go on our journey in our path, we are in need of protection from those harsh energies. And for me, like I said, I woke up and I was like, that's it. I am not feeling this way anymore. This is not who I am. I am generally a very, I believe in the best, seeing the best in people and I'm a loving person. I love people. And I feel like when I'm not in that place and I'm focused on the negativity, it stunts my growth. And I saw a vision today, this morning when I woke up, of a door, and you could see the light behind the door, but the door was closed. And I knew instantly. I knew it. I can't let my light hide behind the energies of others that are feeling miserable, upset, angry, whatever it is. I don't want that anymore. I can't do that. It physically drains me. And so I feel like that's where we are with our energy right now, guys. We are in that place where we can't tolerate any longer the things that don't resonate with your own energy, with your own soul. I have to shine my light. I cannot hide behind that door anymore, and I can't. I just had this funny vision of that that commercial. I think it was Kool-Aid, where the Kool-Aid character busts through a wall. Oh yeah, I think that's what it was, and it makes me laugh. But I was thinking that's how we are with our light. We don't want to hide it anymore. We don't want to hide. We don't want to allow our light to be dimmed. We don't want that door to shut on our light. Our light is needed, and when I feel like my light is needed more than ever right now. And when I finally move on from where I am, where I work, I will have left in a very good light, positive and loving, and no burning bridges, just moving on to something that is better for my soul. And I feel that happening for all of us, okay? Try not to focus so much on, I can't figure this out. Why am I not knowing where I'm going next? Why can't I just figure this out? Why hasn't it been shown to me? But try to focus more on your door opening up wide open, and envision yourself in a wide open field, right? With all the possibilities for yourself. And know that if you can't quite see into something, what's coming, or you don't feel it, it's because there's some energy blocking that direction for you. There's something that either still has to clear, or some sort of toxic energy that still has to clear, or there's something that you need to work on within yourself to stop focusing on all those things. I always feel like a good example is, growing up, we didn't have microwaves. I don't think so, anyways. I was whatever. And putting water on the stove to boil takes forever if you watch it and you just want to watch. If you ever watch water getting hot and heating up, you could see it. The steam comes up, it starts getting a little different. But if you're in a hurry for something and you keep waiting for it and you're watching for it, when's it going to boil? When's it going to boil? When's it going to boil? It's just, you're focused on that, and it seems to take longer. And so I do believe that's very relevant with how we envision and see our future, ourself, our now, right? It's like, when is this going to happen? When's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? Well, why don't I focus myself more on how am I going to feel when this happens? And how am I, let me do some other things while I'm waiting for this to happen. Let me just accept and understand that the journey is about learning. It's about experience. It is about not regretting. It's about not being mad over things that didn't work out with someone, something, somewhere, whatever. It's more about, thank you for that experience, God. I have a daughter who, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but she hasn't been in a relationship that's been good for her yet. I'll say that. And so she keeps saying every time there's a breakup, Mom, maybe I'm just not meant to be in a relationship. And I keep saying to her, honey, listen, I think you need to look at, you know, what you've learned from this. And I feel like those relationships were stepping stones to your healing. And once you have that personal healing, then you find a relationship that's worthy of you, your energy, and your beauty. So it's those, that's how we kind of have to look at things, as learning lessons, appreciating. It doesn't mean we're not going to be in pain, because we are, but that pain is sort of a reminder that we're human, and that we, you know, it did affect us in a profound way. And so we have to look past, um, absolutely we feel the pain, but we have to look past all that and see why did this, what can I learn from this, going forward. And so I feel very much like a lot of you are kind of either grieving or you're coming out of that, and it's time to look at what the blessings are. Okay, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this message. I know it was a little bit here and there, but I was feeling into the energy of it, and the messages, and all of that. And so maybe it wasn't the most smooth message, but it was a beautiful message from Spirit, from your guides, from those that have passed. And trust me, those that have passed over, they're with you. They're with you. And I feel their strength right now. I was going to go into what I'm feeling with in regards to people that have passed, but I'll let that go. But I do feel the strength of a big, strong, like a grandfatherly type, holding your hand, your little hand in his big hand. And I feel like that could also be your spirit guides or your divine creator. But I do feel it's someone's relative that has passed, that is a very strong influence and energy in your life that's here with you now, saying, you know what? I'm here always, just because I'm not here with you in body and spirit, in body on this plane. I'm with you in spirit. And that energy is so strong between us, that connection. For some of you, it is a grandmother or a mother or a female energy, but I do believe it is more prevalent with that male energy right now. So if that applies to you, if it resonates, good. I do feel that, and I feel that that energy is strong with you right now. And whatever happened in your life on this plane with that person, that's all changed now, and it's all beautiful, purified energy here for you, with you, for you. With that, I'm going to close out this message, and I'm going to say, have a beautiful, amazing day. And don't forget to find something good about yourself. Look in the mirror, find something you love, or whatever it is, find something positive about yourself. This is how you heal and go forward and shine. Love and light to all of you. Very, very much support coming your way. Love and light. Big hugs from me to you. Until next time, everyone. Namaste.